Welcome back to the White Noise Podcast. I'm Ethan, joined by Guppy Guy, little Guppy Goo Goo Boy.
Hi.
And today we have Paul behind the glass.
Howdy.
I forgot that. That's what I wrote down for the name. How you doing, Guppy Guy, little Guppy Goo Goo Boy?
Called you boy.
How often do you spend thinking about these names? I'm curious.
How often?
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, let me write the script. Let me write down Gavin's name in advance.
How long does it take for you to come up with a name for me?
In the early days, I would like, oh, let me find a good name. Now it's just like, let's write some bullshit down, you know? And that's just how the bullshit goes.
You feel me?
You feel me? But yeah, today we have Paul in the studio working behind the glass.
Covering for
Jacobo, who is having
Benjamin.
constant bowel movements. So he is unfortunate that he is not here. So,
yeah, luckily,
thoughts and prayers.
Fighting for his life right now.
luckily I didn't have apartments today.
Luckily, Paul did not have an apartment,
Went to the gym early for you guys, too.
as you should.
We appreciate that.
You want to see my shirt off?
Go ahead. Oh, wow.
It's off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Better than Gavin's chest, huh?
Oh, that's... Gavin, you take your shirt off now.
Oh,
wow.
shit.
Damn.
I did not move.
Nope, he took off his shirt.
Not your pants.
Gavin, put your pants back on.
Oh, I hate
Put
when
them
he
back
does
on.
this.
Dude.
Exquisite.
Chill.
Bounce your chest a little bit for the audience. Just
The audience can't see anything.
Bounce him into the mic. he's bouncing.
It says Iron Maiden. He moves at the same time. Iron
Maiden.
Ooh.
That's nice. Oh, that's hot.
Can we get on with the damn episode? Exquisite.
All right. Paul, let's turn this thing around and spank it.
And we're still here.
And we're back.
We didn't
Gavin,
leave.
Next time you interrupt me like that,
We
next
didn't
time you
leave.
interrupt something I'm supposed to say, I'm...
Huh? I thought it was the movie review.
All right, interesting.
Shut up.
So there's no timestamps this week, guys, so just get over it. All right?
Oh, was I supposed to do that?
Yeah.
No, you're not. It's not your job.
It's not my job.
It's not your
I'm
job.
already here. Yeah.
Let's get into the news.
Woo!
Gavin, what's new?
What's new?
Yeah, what's new in the news?
Okay, well, if we want to do the Space with Gavin segment early, I have multiple.
Multiple.
I have multiple things to choose from, but I think the one I'm going to choose now is that a black hole burps up a shredded star that it had devoured. I think that's pretty goddamn scary. But according to this article, in October 2018, a small star was ripped to shreds when it wandered too close to a black hole in a galaxy located 665 million light years away from Earth. Though it may sound thrilling, the event did not come as a surprise to astronomers. Well, it became a surprise to me, so that's all that matters. Who occasionally witness these violent incidents while scanning the night sky. Apparently that's a normal thing. Have you guys ever heard of a star being destroyed and then regurgitated by a black hole?
I don't know about the regurgitated part.
Maybe.
Anyway, that was crazy. Thought that was cool.
Thanks.
See you next week for another astronomy fact.
Space with Gavin, sponsored by...
Oh, hold on. I gotta quote the article. We don't plagiarize here. The Harvard Gazette. Thanks.
Okay. That's Space with Gavin, sponsored by One-Eyed Fits. And into more important news. Just kidding. But
What's more important?
what's more important?
A black hole regurgitating a star.
This is our weekly crap on Marvel segment, I guess.
I like Marvel.
I like Marvel. So, I think we mentioned briefly in the past, or a few weeks ago, that
Every week?
the Blade movie was going through some rewrites and the director leaving and all that stuff. So with all that news, it was only inevitable that production would be delayed and shooting would be delayed. What happens when one movie in a slate of movies is delayed? They all get delayed.
Did they all get delayed?
They all get delayed.
Aw.
So Blade was moved from November 3rd, 2023 of next year, to September 6th, 2024.
Jeez.
And you might remember that's Deadpool's slot. So Deadpool got pushed from September 6th to November 8th, 2024. Fantastic Four got moved from November 8th, 2024 to February 14th, 2025. Secret Wars got moved from
February 14th.
Yes, did I say
It
that?
got
No, you
moved.
didn't.
February 14th, 2025. Secret Wars got moved from November 7th, 2025 to May 1st, 2026. And
2026?
So-
2026.
Do you
How
think?
old will I be?
Do you think they actually know what day it'll come out, or they just go, "What seems like a good
No,
day"?
they actually
to
know
throw
the
this
day.
out?
What do you mean?
They haven't even started like.
That's like,
they're
what
just-
if it lands on a random Tuesday, Gavin?
Exactly.
That's why they know the day.
That's just crazy to me. They
I
haven't
guarantee
even.
if you look up all those days are Fridays.
It's just crazy. So then do they just pick a random Friday?
I think, let's just Google it, man.
Because it's like, so if the Blade movie got delayed, has a full script been completed?
Probably not if it's gotten delayed.
So I'm just saying, how do we know when? How do they know what date this movie will be ready for if they haven't even begun the pre-production phases of it? They don't even have a script or anything like that yet.
They did. That was the whole thing we talked about a few weeks ago.
no, I'm
is
talking about the other movies.
because they're deadlines.
That's just
They
crazy
have to have
me.
the script by this time. They have to do this by this time. That's how
feel
the
like
big machine works.
This
you
is why
going to
we
school
do-
for this,
This is
Gavin?
why we do. Yeah, you do one movie at a time.
Okay,
First thing, I'm not a big multi-billion-dollar company, so never mind.
Yet.
But I'm excited because Blade.
Is
And I
it-
like
so
Blade.
it's connected, obviously, right? If they're going to be...
yeah, it's all the MCU.
Were we gonna get like a Black Knight thing or whatever that was teased at the end of Eternals?
what the heck?
Where did that go?
With the...
Was that announced within
Dude,
the next?
that's the big thing, though.
Within the next
And that's,
30 years?
That's what I'm getting kind of tired of.
Yeah, where's
Marvel
Harry
with.
Styles gonna fit into this?
wasn't the Game of Thrones guy?
Yeah, Kit Harington.
Kit Harris.
No, yeah. So that's Marvel. Just a quick update on that, and then She-Hulk's last episode, I think, premieres tonight or tomorrow at the time of recording this. And you know what? I did see some clips from Daredevil's appearance last week, and I think it's funny how he shows up, solves the case that they've been working on all season in like 2 minutes,
Was it like the lawyer case or... You mean,
smashes She-Hulk. That's right. He slept with her
wait, what?
and left.
Wait, what?
Yep.
In...
They have a relationship in the comics, I believe.
Yeah, but like in the show?
Yeah.
On Disney?
Yeah. The whole show's about her getting
Tossed around or what?
tossing guys around, but like that's what the whole show's been about.
Really?
It's like being on like Tinder or something and chasing guys, you know.
Oh, wow.
But you know, catcalled and stuff. Whatever.
So Daredevil.
So here's the thing. Daredevil was in it. He's cool. He's cool. I have decided to make the ultimate sacrifice.
Okay.
And from now until the next week we record, I'm going to watch all of She-Hulk
Oh, wow.
and give you
I promise you, there are good parts in that show. I promise you.
One
First,
can-
like I said, first episode
one
was
can
bad,
hope.
but after that,
Are you watching it like currently?
I
you
got
up to
3
date?
episodes in.
Oh, okay.
Second and third episode weren't that bad. I'm gonna be honest; they weren't that
We
bad.
will see, Gavin.
I didn't think it
Anyways,
was that bad.
I'm going to watch it, and instead of just crapping on it without watching it, I'm going to crap on it with watching it.
Okay.
No, maybe I'll love it. But no, I'm going to watch all of it, and Gavin's face. And give you the full in-depth She-Hulk review here on the White Noise Podcast. Next week, maybe 2 weeks, because, you know, I can't make promises anymore. I never follow through with them.
No, he doesn't.
I definitely liked it better than What If, so it's not the worst Disney.
You liked it better than What If?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, you're dumb.
Yep.
That's okay. Let's move on.
didn't
So,
like What If is the only show I could say that I've hated so far.
Deathstroke's return rumors. Played by Mr.
Joe Manganiello.
Exquisite.
That's how you pronounce his last name. And yeah, I just wanted to, you know, this is a good panel we have here today, especially Paul over here, who is really plugged into that realm and likes the character Deathstroke and stuff.
I was so hyped.
Wanted to get your guys' thoughts on that.
Was he the one that was the Deathstroke in Snyderverse cut?
Yes. Well, yeah, he's in the back.
Snyder cut. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
I think he's perfect. He looks the part. His outfit was freaking dope. His voice was cool. Like just his whole introduction. remember being in the theaters and then just seeing his little black and orange
little bandana.
little
things or
bandana.
whatever.
Yeah, and then Patrick was like, "Oh!" started beating the shit out of me.
That's what he does.
Yeah, he's all happy. I was like, "Oh my gosh, shut up!" And then he just got sidelined. And then I saw the rumors on Instagram, so I'm happy.
Which sucks because he's like literally the best villain I've ever seen in that universe.
So cool.
He's so cool.
I think it's so funny how there's a lot of DC actors who love the role and like want to play it,
And are
but it's like
perfect
they're
for it.
always like, "Oh no, let's not do anything with you." Like Henry Cavill, which leads me into
was to
Henry
say-
Cavill's possible return.
Like Ben Affleck and Joe Manganiello, like a Deathstroke Batman. Been pretty dope. Not gonna lie.
Would have been something,
It's like Arkham Asylum, not Arkham Asylum. Whatever.
but
Back to your Henry Cavill. Go ahead.
Black Adam comes out next week,
Dr.
and
Dr. Fate.
there's been a lot of speculation about like, oh, is Superman going to be in it? And all these Henry Cavill rumors have just been coming out of the woodworks, especially with Dwayne Johnson, posting a video on his Instagram or
I
something.
hope they don't catfish us.
I hope they don't either, because it would be a marketing thing to get people to go to see these movies. But Dwayne Johnson talking about Black Adam, saying he is the most powerful being on this planet. And then he pauses and says, "on this planet," and winks at the camera. And it's like, well, he could be hinting and teasing a certain number of things, but I think our mind automatically goes to like Henry Cavill's Superman.
Yeah,
because
100%.
Black Adam, like someone asked him, I think I can't find the actual quote or post here, but someone asked him, "Oh, is Black Adam like going to fight Superman?" And then that's
what everybody wants.
He responded with like, "That's the point of all this." That's essentially like
That's what he said?
something along those lines.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I think it's going to be like a Batman versus Superman thing where they'll fight each other,
Yeah.
quote unquote, but then they're both going to team up. Like, there's going to be a huge villain that they're going to have to team up
I
against.
don't know,
Black Adam's
because
a
Black Adam's a
villain.
villain. Yeah.
Well,
Black Adam's a
I know, but the problem is so far with the trailer, while it seems like they're more making him an anti-hero, like someone you could root for.
I think there's going to be a way down the line where he goes villain.
I
Like,
don't think it's going to be
just-
this movie though.
here's what I think.
I haven't even seen the trailer.
If Henry Cavill's even in this movie, he's not going to be in it for the movie. He's going
gonna
to
be
be at
end
the
credit.
he's going to be the end, like an end credit scene, the end thing, teasing it all.
It's going to be like Shazam when he just, it's not even him, but
It wasn't even him,
when
yeah.
he walks.
Which,
yeah.
That's the thing that pisses me off the most. That Black Adam's a Shazam villain.
I know.
Where is Shazam? Where is he?
That'd be cool if like Henry Cavill, because he's supposed to like take Shazam under his wing and like train him, help him out. And I don't know if they're going to go with that storyline or
There's so much they could do.
that'd be cool. Maybe Black Adam kills Superman and then Shazam has to, I don't know what the heck DC's doing, but
Who knows?
they have great cast. Oh,
Speaking of,
They got good animated movies.
they have great animated movies, way better than Marvel.
yeah, I agree.
Agreed.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Ezra
Ezra Miller?
I always forget where the Z and the R are. Ezra Miller is
Urza.
I know. Ezra Miller was doing reshoots for the Flash movie, confirming that he is like he's doing all the Flash stuff,
Confirming that he's in the movie.
confirming that he's in the movie. I just wanted to get your guys' take on.
Well, I
Like,
freaking
will-
hope he's.
well, yeah, but do you think he will continue to be Flash going forward after all his controversial?
From what I hear, I don't
Consequences.
even think the fans want him as the Flash. I think they want the CW show.
Oh gosh.
No, I don't think they want that either.
I don't like any
No,
of these
the actor.
No, yeah, I don't think they would want that.
100%. I don't.
That's all I've been seeing articles on, is that they want him to be the
Grant
Flash, not
Gustin?
Ezra. Yeah.
I just want a blonde
Keep him
Barry
s-
Allen.
a blonde Barry Allen.
Like, come on. What's going on?
Yeah, so I can see them.
I didn't like Ezra Miller's Flash. He just, like, the way he moved was so janky and, like, swimmy.
the run.
Yeah,
run
the
was
run looks so
terrible.
fake.
That's what everyone made fun of.
I want him, like, you played Injustice, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen it, like, how he's just, like, fast?
Yeah,
Like, he's just, like,
Just,
his arms.
standing straight up. Like
He's a track star, just, like, really fast. I want that. Like, the way they make him fight
has
in
to be
video
blonde.
games. And he has to be blonde.
I want a
and he has to
live-
have yellow lightning. You know what I mean?
Yep. I want a live action Injustice movie.
Me.
I want to see Henry Cavill kill Shazam.
I want to
Spoiler.
kill the Joker and then go into multiverse.
I want to see him
That'd be so
kill
dope.
everybody. I want to see
Yeah.
Henry Cavill's fucking Superman go the most evil shit possible.
That's what he was supposed to do.
I know.
And then they kind of did it.
And they ruined it.
Yeah, it was ruined, 100%.
It's like I just don't. Sometimes I can't understand the executives. They just go, "Damn, everybody wants this. We can make so much money off that." And they all go, "Yeah." And it goes, Let's not do that.
Let's give him something different.
Let's
Something
not-
I'm not asking for.
You know what would be better? What if we rebooted it all again?
You know what would be better? Birds of Prey.
Yep.
Oh, if they understood who their audience was, it would have been way better. Yes.
And then they were like, "Fine, Snyder, we'll release your cut, and no one's gonna like it." And then it does all that, so much better. And then they're like, "Well, we're still not gonna do it."
Literally, everybody redeemed themselves in the Snyder cut too. Like Ben Affleck was forgiven, Jared Leto was forgiven for a little bit, and then
for a little bit.
even Amber Heard, you know, like Moira was like given a better role. Shake my head, Warner Brothers, get your
Speaking
act
of
together.
that, any Aquaman 2 news? What's
What
going on
about
with that movie? When's that coming out?
Oh yeah, huh?
Aquaman 2.
I think Warner Brothers did say they were going to start, like, since she lost at the time of this recording that she lost that suit, that they were going to be reducing her scenes, weren't they?
Yeah, I think something.
Because they weren't going to cut her out, but they were going to like reduce it to where she's only in the movie for like 5 minutes.
Which movie?
That's where I heard Aquaman 2.
Oh.
Was that they were reducing her scenes by like a huge amount, so that way people would still go to see the movie.
Moira's like, it's like she's an important character to Aquaman. It's fine.
Is it Moira?
The release
Mera.
date is
Mera,
next
yeah, Mera.
next December, so 2023.
Damn, that's long.
But have they filmed it?
I thought they'd already been done with it, which is why I'm surprised.
I thought so, yeah, because they were talking about Amber Heard's parts in it already.
Yeah, because they were saying they were already editing a lot of her parts out, but they weren't going to take her out entirely. So
They haven't talked about the villain yet in that one, right?
I do know that Black Manta's still
Black Manta's
there,
gonna probably
but
be there.
I don't think.
Didn't they tease the Atom too?
I think so.
That was like the scientist with Black Man.
Yeah, I think they did.
And then he might be in Black Adam
was
too?
he a villain?
No, he's a good guy.
Oh, he was a good guy. Yeah. I think honestly, I want just Black Manta to be the villain.
He was cool, dude. Like
was.
I liked his suit actually,
Dude, seeing him come out in his suit, I was so happy. I was so giddy. I was like, oh my God.
when it was like when he had like the small helmet and it blew. I was like, oh nice, that's how he's gonna get his big head.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, him creating his suit was badass.
I just didn't care for the quippy one-liners that the actor was using. If it was more just
Which
serious.
I've seen clips of him in other movies. He's a really good actor.
No, like I don't mind him at all. It's
Yeah.
just it was the script. You could tell like he's delivering those lines as best as he can.
Jason Momoa was the exact same.
Exactly. It fits for Jason Momoa's Aquaman. But if they could be serious and just like ruthless and mean,
Dude.
like his story was cool with like the dad being pirates and stuff. Like
and
just
I
personal
genuinely wanted Black Manta to win. I think Aquaman was 100% in the wrong in that opening of that movie.
Yeah.
Him choosing not, and I asked other people, and they're like, no, he's not that much of an asshole for not saving him. I'm like, but I can understand where it's like, oh, they are bad people, you know, maybe they shouldn't be allowed to get that chance, but like at the same time, Aquaman's not a Batman. He's more like a Superman, I thought.
That's what I thought too.
Could have sworn he's a goody. Like Aquaman and every other iteration would have been like, you know what? I'm going to pick that bomb up and I'm going to get you guys to safety, and then your ass is going to jail.
Mm-hmm. I even liked Ocean Master.
Oh, Patrick Wilson's character?
I thought he was good. I liked his costume and everything.
They had such a good cast all around.
Yeah,
like,
even Willem Dafoe's in it.
Yeah.
Like, his mentor.
In my opinion, Shazam and Aquaman are like right there neck and neck for my favorite DCEU.
I haven't seen Shazam yet.
You haven't seen Shazam?
No, only parts.
They tried to copy Spider-Man a little too much.
Because Billy is a kid.
It's like,
and I mean, they even end it the same way, where it's like
which Spider-Man are we talking here?
this Homecoming, the MCU Spider-Man.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they tried to copy that a little too much.
I could see that because technically
Well, he's
Shazam's
a kid, yeah.
Shazam's
I think-
DC's kid.
Well, even the ending is just something like crazy happens. It's like what the, and then the credits start playing, and it's a Flash like '80s song movie or '90s.
I think
because the Ramones.
Shazam as a character is hard to translate to live action.
Yeah, he's really good in the animation.
Just because, like, an adult kid type, it's hard to do that kind of dynamic in live action. But back to Aquaman 2, I can't find anything about what they're doing with Amber Heard. Like, is Amber Heard replaced or anything? It keeps saying Emilia Clarke is replacing her, but there's no
really?
Is there?
There's so many different things that are saying
Emilia
that,
Clarke?
but there's no reliable source that's saying that.
I thought they were just reducing her scenes.
But
Wow.
Ben Affleck's in it as Batman, Bruce Wayne.
I heard
Is
that.
That's
yeah.
what it's saying.
I thought Ben Affleck was making a full return. As
Ben,
Batman
what's
anyway.
going on?
What's going on, Ben?
I don't mind him, but like, make up your mind. DC, get your
In or
together.
out?
He saw that check and was like,
Yeah.
it looks tempting now.
Well, now he's with J-Lo. He's like, damn, I got to make some money.
that's pop culture news. It's something.
Am I supposed to hit something?
So, in other news, sports news, want to talk to you guys about
like
the NFL this weekend.
Yes.
And the controversial roughing the passer call on Tom Brady on Sunday.
I mean, I think I know why they called it, but at the same time, shouldn't have been called because he kind of like put his other leg around Brady to like stand up and balance himself. So it looked, I don't know, maybe from the ref's perspective, it looked like he was teabagging him or something.
He got up really fast.
That's
though.
the only.
He got up
That's the only
really
way
fast.
I could perceive that as being an unnecessary.
It was.
Didn't they also hit Carr this past weekend?
Yeah, they hit Carr. But their justification there was like he put all his weight on him, but he tackled him, fell, and like got off.
Meanwhile, poor Tua.
I think the ball was fumbled, and the Chiefs ended up recovering it, but because of that roughing the passer call,
That was what the controversy was. Okay, yeah. So here's the thing: is I have a cousin who diehard Miami fan, and so she's all over this Tua stuff. But he's the reason why they're calling these now. It's because they got so much grief for not calling it against him. Now they have to call these.
Yeah.
So I get it. It's not like because if they don't call it, then they're going to be like they're going to get so much heat for not calling it.
Yeah. How
So
is
you
he doing?
pick
How is he
your
doing?
Concussion still.
Is he like any news? Is he doing
Dude,
okay?
he needs to retire. He's too damn little. And once you have a concussion like that, back-to-back weeks,
He literally could have died.
dude,
Literally could have died.
I thought I saw murder on the football
Yeah.
field that night. It was scary.
That poor fucking dude.
And the crazy thing was like when he initially got hit by the Bills, like it was just a push and like he kind of fell and like the way he hit his head, but it was such like a minor like hit and it did so much damage. It's like that Thursday night game when he got thrown and slammed to the ground.
Yeah.
It's like that's when
That
it
was
was
bad.
even worse.
Didn't he
It's
get
like,
stretchered out of that?
Yeah.
Like, oof. Which I've heard, like when street fights happen, when most people get like head injuries, it's not because they got like punched, but it's because they hit the ground with so much force.
That's what it is, yeah.
You can't like you get like whiplash at the same time.
That's what his neck went. Oh. Yeah, so I mean I get and then it would have to be Brady, of course. Brady has his own rules.
Yeah.
Brady's the face, so it's like you can't tackle quarterbacks below the knee now because of Brady. So I mean it's gonna come, he's gonna have his own shit still, so I don't know. I guess call it.
I mean, in my opinion, as stupid as it sounds, I mean, better safe than sorry.
Exactly. The refs gotta look out for themselves. And it also depends on the size of the quarterback. Like Cam Newton was talking, I heard him in an interview, and he's like, they used to hit me all the time. He's a big dude, right?
Yeah, I say Cam Newton's
He's huge.
big.
Yeah, so they used to hit him, and he's like, I never got those calls because of his size. Where if it was like Kyler Murray, Tua, little guys, and easily it's like, oh, that's really roughing the passer. Like Ben got called, never got called for anything. A big dude. Mm-hmm. Allen doesn't really get called for a lot.
Does Allen really get hit that often?
Well, he's a big guy because he just boom.
No,
Yeah,
he
like-
runs.
I feel like he hits people versus them hitting him.
Look at Daniel Jones gets hit a lot. Not really.
Speaking
Daniel Jones
of
gets knocked
referees,
I know.
what happened at that Chiefs and Raiders game where the ref came out on field crying?
Oh, yeah, I saw that
What
too.
happened?
I
Got
think
bullied? What
I
happened?
saw a meme video of it. I don't know if it was, so I don't know what exactly happened.
He was
but
fucking crying.
It was saying like Chiefs have the ultimate home field advantage if their fans can make the ref cry like that.
It was so funny.
Like his voice was like breaking.
He came out. There's no play on the field or something like that. It was so funny to watch that.
I didn't see
They
that.
literally bullied him into reversing the call or whatever happened. I wasn't even watching the game. I just remember seeing memes as it
It's on
happened.
Instagram Reels.
Yeah, and I looked it up, and it's just poor guy. I did see the Raiders player also pushed a cameraman down.
Yeah, so Devontae Adams.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Devontae Adams, after the loss, which it's horrible to lose that way.
Oh,
with
yeah.
two of your receivers running into each other and falling down. So
Oh, that's what happened?
yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, they lost by one, correct?
they lost by 1 point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one or
see-
two.
One.
It was one. And I told Patrick, because we were at eating pizza, and the game was on. And it was like when they were about to tie it up, and they went for a 2-point conversion for no reason
was
at all.
dumb.
Literally, I told
Yeah.
Pat, I was like, there's no reason for this to
John
happen.
Harbaugh thing to do.
It was a dumb, like, there's literally no, like, I can't get into the mind of, like, what he was thinking. Just kick the field goal. And then you lose by, I told him, I was like, watch, they're going to lose by one, and this is going to be the big thing. I feel like it's rigged.
I believe that.
I feel 100%.
I agree.
Ever since these gambling apps are on your phone, I feel like
I
the
agree.
NFL's been really weird.
I feel like there's definitely a phone call being made in the middle of these games.
Because there's, like, literally no reason to do that. You go up by 1 point,
Or you could tie it.
but it's just they're a field goal away. Yeah, or tie it, and they're a field goal away from. Sorry, go ahead.
It's like whenever they don't use Tucker, when they're within 60 yards of the field goal post.
Tucker, here we go.
MVP.
So dumb.
He's the best kicker to ever live. Probably will never be anyone better.
My dad mentioned something interesting, and I thought I'd bring it up. He said to make the NFL more interesting, especially with field goals, you should get points based off like where you kick the ball.
Distance.
Yeah, like at the 10-yard line or something, it's 1 point, 22.
I think they do something like that in rugby.
I think that would make it a lot more interesting because you kick a 67-yard field goal, it's the same points as if you kicked it right there at the goal line.
Yeah, but if you kick a 67 and you miss it, then they have a really good field advantage.
Exactly.
So it's like...
Well, that's the whole point. And maybe you... I don't know. I think
it changes the game a little bit,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's like a necessity.
I think it'd be cool. Anyways, Justin Tucker sucks.
It wouldn't be.
Nope.
Just
He's
kidding.
the best one to
I'm
ever
just
live.
kidding. God.
MVP. He's going to get in the Hall of Fame at some point.
Yeah, probably.
He better. He literally better. I can't think of anybody else right now.
He's not an MVP, though.
Yes, he is.
A kicker can never be an MVP.
He is literally the only reason the Ravens win games.
They haven't won
thoroughly
a lot.
mean that.
And they haven't won a lot this season, so he's not MVP.
They're like 2-2 or like
Exactly.
3-2. That's their winning
3-2.
record.
Yeah, 3-2.
They're the top of the AFC North.
Yeah, it's not
Finally.
a really scary division either.
Yeah.
It is. Last season was scary.
It's
Last
still
season
not.
was scary.
You had the Browns in the hunt, and you had the Bengals and the Steelers go to the playoffs. That division was
the Steelers
crazy.
got lucky. First of all, they had Big Ben as their quarterback still.
He's a monster.
The Bengals got lucky.
I don't know if that was lucky. Maybe
You change your mind depending on how you feel.
No.
If that
Yeah,
was luck or not.
It was lucky for them to go to the Super Bowl.
Devontae
Yeah,
Adams
I'll
was
agree
charged
with
with
that.
a misdemeanor
Oh,
for
my
assault on the Monday Night Football photographer.
Hey, sue him and get your money, photographer.
I've seen all the memes about that, where it's like showing up to work the next day and
Yeah.
all the casts and shit.
But so the man he shoved suffered whiplash, a headache, and a minor concussion from the incident.
That shove did not look that hard.
Okay.
Oh my
It's
God.
like Tua, basically? Cameraman was Tua.
Better safe than sorry. They said, fuck it.
So the charges were filed Wednesday morning, this morning, and Adams is due in court on November 10th.
Wow.
If convicted, Adams can face a jail term of up to 6 months or a fine of up to $1,000.
Are you kidding me?
They're going to settle out of court for like $2 million, calling it an undisclosed amount. My bad.
6 months or $1,000?
Yeah, I thought we just mentioned that there.
That's like what? $1 to them? 2 maybe?
Dude, $1,000 is...
Isn't Devontae Adams one of the highest paid receivers right now?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, they just get slapped on the wrist.
So
But that guy's going to get paid.
I hope so.
He's going to get paid
Devontae Adams crying. Why'd he push him?
because he was mad.
we lost the game.
He wasn't
Fine.
even in the way. He went out of his way to push him.
Didn't all right,
Final-
I might have heard something like Devontae Adams said he called him something. Is
Maybe.
I don't think so. Nothing was said in the article.
I heard it on the radio, and then they brought up the whole Mason Rudolph and what's his name, Myles Garrett, right? With the helmet incident.
Oh, the Browns?
Yeah, the Browns. Yeah, when he called him something, quote
Yeah.
unquote, and then
Ugh,
it was like
he
never
rocked his shit with
proven.
that helmet. Yeah.
And it was funny on the radio. They're like, well,
No, that Steelers quarterback was definitely talking shit. So.
I don't know if that's what he said though. But that's what I heard was like it's like they compared the incidents.
Uncalled for. Either way. You
It's-
have Adams built like a brick shit house versus this poor photographer. Yeah. Peter Parker.
What was he doing? Just taking a picture like right in his face or what?
Yeah, he went up to him to take pictures of it.
That's his job.
It's his job.
Well,
And-
fucking crybaby, you're getting paid millions of dollars to be in the NFL, and that's the worst that you have to do. When you go to
Yeah.
work, you get a picture taken when you're crying.
to be fair,
loser.
maybe he did say something.
And even if he,
I mean, even if he did, it doesn't excuse it. But I mean, if he really did say something like
he's getting,
personal, I could definitely see why Adams
he's
reacted
getting
that way.
excused, all right, with a $1,000 fine or 6 months in.
And then the NFL said that they'll take action and stuff, but Raiders on a bye this week, so
What's up with Raiders
And
players?
here's the thing, too, man. It's like, no,
God.
what's up with like athletes, like LeBron kicking people out? Have you seen those?
the
Like,
hecklers and
yeah,
stuff.
he'll point. It's like, dude, like that's part of your job.
Part of the game.
Go to any baseball, go to a minor league baseball like game, and then go sit in the bullpen and watch them just heckle the crap out of people. Like
It's part of the
it's
job.
part of the game. The whole point of home field advantage is to get into people's heads, and if you can't deal with that, you're making millions of dollars,
I don't even know. I don't even care if you could deal with it. You're making millions of dollars. Like,
dude. Like just tune it out, maybe?
Just take your L. Just take your L.
Yeah, just take your L and go home. Yeah. No need to make the
Like,
situation
who's
worse.
really the winner? The person who's not even on the team, or the person who just got like $60 million from that one game?
Who's paying you basically
Yeah.
with their, buying tickets, buying jerseys? It's like these pro athletes are wussies.
With so the NBA is implementing a new system for fans sitting close to the court, where the ref can hand them the card that says, "Warning: you are being issued a warning that the comments, gestures, and or behaviors that you have directed at players, coaches, game officials, and or other spectators constitute excessive verbal abuse and are in violation of the NBA Fan Code of Conduct. This is the first and only warning that you will receive. If after receiving this warning you verbally abuse any other player, coach, game official, or spectator, you will be immediately ejected from the arena without refund."
Do you get an actual card?
Yeah.
Let me see this picture.
You get a card?
I need to see this.
I kind of want to get that card just to have it. Say I got it once.
Go to jail card.
Wow.
Wow, that's a real thing.
So like 6 days ago, NBA is handing out warning cards to fans sitting close to the court.
You know what's funny? I don't mean to cut you off, but so Stephon Diggs, because they're heckling him, right? Again, at the Baltimore game.
Yeah.
And I saw a clip where he turned to them after they kicked the game-winning field goal, and he says, "Shut the fuck up, go home." Imagine, that just slides. That's fine, right?
I'll say, I want to see them try to do that at an NFL game.
Yeah,
They're not gonna
all
give a
that stuff
shit.
just slides. Yeah, it's whatever.
Now, what if you get all of the...
Aaron Rodgers telling the Bears fans that he owns them.
Dude, exactly. Yeah,
That's so funny.
I don't.
And I love how Bears fans yeah, he does.
Dude, and I can go on and on. I don't wanna get
No, yeah, it's all part of the game, and especially when you're playing at that level, getting paid that much money,
Although I will
it
say,
shouldn't be an issue.
football is a contact sport, so I guess you could be a little pissed off in the middle. Even if you win the game, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be surprised if whoever wins the game is still just triggered because they're just testosterone's running high.
Dude, even in baseball, you have to, part of the skill of baseball is talking crap. That's just
Yeah, you
part
gotta
of the
talk
game.
shit.
You literally in the dugout just talking crap all day.
It's like anything. Just talk shit.
It's just part of the game, man. Gotta have some thick skin.
I like talking
Exquisite.
shit.
Oh, it's
I
fun.
know you do.
It makes me happy.
I know you.
It makes me happy. It's part of the dude. They were even talking about Michael Jordan. He would just get in people's skin, bro. Under people's skin. Forgive me.
Get in people.
I know. I was like, whoa, wait a second. Jeffrey Dahmer. My bad. But yeah, that was part of his game was talking crap, messing you up
Oh, and
mentally.
he was really good at it too.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a
that's what
couple players.
Other players say you never talk crap about Michael because he will destroy you with his words and with his play.
Make you cry.
Dennis Rodman. Have you ever seen any clips of him? Mm-hmm. That dude's already weird as it is, but he would stare at you and just sexually assault you. It felt like on the I felt like I was getting assaulted, but that was part of the game, I guess, and just to get into people's heads.
That's what it's about.
Yeah,
I like sports.
me too.
They're fun to watch.
I hope they don't ruin it.
You know what else is fun to watch?
What?
Movies. Let's get into the movie review.
1 second.
You could have done that if you wanted to.
I know.
All right. Last week we were going to watch Everything Everywhere All at Once, a 2022 movie by A24.
Did we not watch that movie?
We did watch it.
Okay. I watched it.
You did watch it.
Yes.
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 Correct.
Indeed.
Yes. All right. So, Gavin, what'd you think about it?
Oh boy, this movie was trippy. My goodness. At first when it started, I thought it was going to be a really slow start, but it really didn't take long to get into it. And what that it was, I can't explain to you because even now I still kind of am unsure what the hell was going on at the beginning and throughout the entire film. But I honestly think that that's what the director and the writers wanted you to think, was what the hell is happening.
Okay.
So, otherwise, I thought this movie was actually really good. I liked it. That was just the basic stuff. But I liked the writing. I thought the acting was really well done. And I liked the familial is that how you pronounce it? Familial conflict? Family conflict?
Just say family conflict.
Grammar, words. I thought that felt natural, especially generational, where you have the old grandfather versus the new Gen Z millennial daughter. And then the poor, what generation was between that?
X.
Is it Generation X?
Mm-hmm.
Generation X in the middle of it, trying to mediate between the two. Thought it was really nice. What do you think?
What I think of the movie?
Yeah.
It was fun to watch. I think it was really well done in the aspects of like the cinematography. It opens with that mirror shot, and like that was very captivating. It gets you interested in what's to come. The actor's performance in it, Jamie Lee Curtis, was a pleasant surprise. I didn't know she was going to be in it.
I almost couldn't even recognize her. I was like, wait a minute.
The leads were good. Let me pull up their actual names so I can give them the respect they deserve.
When was this movie?
It came out this year. Came out March of this year.
Oh.
But sorry.
Trouble there?
Yeah. Michelle Yeoh did great as the lead actress. I really enjoyed her character of Evelyn and all the different quote unquote variants of her. The movie was funny too. I think
I laughed a lot.
you can look at it from like as a good thing or as a bad thing, just depending on which argument you want to take. But it was a bunch of different genres in one movie. Like you can say it was a comedy, it was a drama, it was an action, it was an adventure. Like it was all these things in one movie. You can look at that as a good thing. If you want to talk about it as a bad thing, you can say it got too convoluted being like that. But I enjoyed most of all that. Like the raccoon.
Oh, the Rakakui?
Rakakui, yeah.
Rakakuni or whatever.
About like when she was first saying that, I was like, that's funny that she says that. Whatever. I didn't even think anything of it until the alternate universe where the chef has a raccoon in his hat, and that was so it was so dumb, but it was funny and it was well executed. You know, it's like an idea that a couple high schoolers can come up with, and then given this big budget type thing.
Oh yeah.
And the concept in itself too, the multiverse has been explored for the past 5 years, like to death now.
Marvel.
So to see a different perspective, a different take on that was really cool. Just the concept of you're able to connect with your subconscious from a different universe and get their emotions, their skills, all that stuff. I thought that was a really interesting take on it.
It almost felt like Matrixy.
It did.
With that, where it's like download a computer chip or something like that.
Now that you say that, that's
like that's all I was getting.
I didn't even realize it till you said like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Of like the janitor closet when they start breaking down the door to like get him and stuff. I was like that's very Matrixy. Like this different world where everyone's just trying to kill you type thing. Nothing quite makes sense.
And then you had an accurate depiction of the IRS.
Jamie Lee Curtis beating the shit out of you.
Yeah, people beating the shit out of you. Bloodthirsty, remorseless, just genuine, horrible things nobody ever wants to see, talk to, or think of.
Yes.
Accurate depiction. Totally.
Do you like Jamie Lee Curtis?
I do like Jamie Lee Curtis. I like her a lot. In fact, she's like the one thing I liked about the IRS. But without her, I don't like the IRS.
Gavin loves Jamie Lee Curtis.
She is a very great actress.
Why do I not know who that is right now?
What?
Freaky Friday, the mom.
Halloween?
Chill, relax.
Yeah, but he knows Freaky Friday.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's what I thought. I mean,
was it You Again? The movie where it's the high schoolers that they graduate?
The high schools where they graduate? That's a lot
they
of
graduate
movies,
and then they see each other, and then they like it was like a bully and then a nerd. And then they're both their moms like, oh,
that's Freaky Friday.
Is that Freaky Friday? Where it's Betty White?
I'm just kidding.
I don't know. You can look it up.
I'm going to look that up.
So
I'm not crazy.
That's the proposal, Gavin.
That's what you said. Betty White. That's what I thought of.
That's called Golden Girl.
How do you? Okay, I'm trying to get these name pronunciations.
Yes. It was Sigourney Weaver and Jamie Lee Curtis. Yes. It's like a bully and a nerd see each other after school because they're both going for the same guy or whatever.
Alien vs. Predator. Gotcha.
Nope. And then they're like, oh, then their moms, both their moms are like, oh, you guys are being silly.
Why
and
don't you tell us the name of the movie?
You Again.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then their moms see each other, and then it's from when they were in high school, and then they were both.
Oh, dude, I've
never
seen it, but I've seen the previews.
And then their grandmothers are like, oh, you're being crazy. And then their grandmothers see each other, and they're like, you.
That sounds
Anyway,
familiar.
weird ass tangent. My bad. But
the guy,
movie Jamie Lee Curtis,
the actor who plays Waymond.
Yeah.
Waymond Woodwidge. Waymond I loved his performance. I loved his character. He's
He was
he's
a very
short
likable
round. He's in
character.
Goonies. That's what he's known for. He was short round in Indiana Jones, and he was
Data. Goonies?
his name was Data in Goonies.
Data.
I've not seen that in forever. Damn. But yeah, so it was cool seeing him and just his bubbly, happy self. You know,
He was
he
was
plays-
adorable in this movie.
He plays that role really well, and
See the Asian guy?
yeah,
Oh, okay. He's like all grown up now.
yep.
Huh? What'd you say?
Yeah, so I really enjoyed his performance, and it was very sad when Alpha Wayman died.
Yeah.
That was a very sad moment.
Alpha Wayman.
What's her-
Alpha Wayman.
so dumb?
Well, because they're alpha, the Alphaverse. So
Yeah, they're from the Alphaverse,
Yeah,
which
the
is the
Alpha-
first universe to do the like multiverse jump.
what do they call them? Jumpers.
I have no idea
Yeah.
what you guys are talking about.
Anyways,
Stop looking at me.
anyways, I really enjoyed his performance, and it was really fun to watch. However, as all reviews go, there are some cons. The cons being, for one, I know we complain on this show a lot about runtime, but if I can take back everything I've said about a movie running too long, I would, because I felt like this movie ran too long. Not like, so it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. Cool. Not terribly long. Gavin's the more like,
I don't hate movies that are too long. I hate movies that are too long that I can't pause. Watching them at home, not a problem. But when I have to sit through like a 3-hour movie in the theater, I get a little pissy. Quite literally, because I have to piss.
all right. But with this movie,
Yeah.
You also had James Hong in there.
yeah.
You don't know who he is, do you?
Oh, yeah, he's the grandpa.
Yep. Lopan.
You good, bud?
No, sorry.
That's Cinnabon coffee.
He's a great actor.
I need a Tums.
This is a good cast. Now
Well,
I
it did
think
have a
about
great
This is
cast,
an
yeah.
amazing cast.
Just pulled out Tums.
Yeah, he does that.
Had Jenny Slate in it. Mm-hmm. She called her big nose and
Yeah.
but that was funny.
There were a lot of
Yep. So with this movie, it did run on a little too long, and I wouldn't be complaining about the runtime if there was a lot more plot in the movie.
yeah.
It was very action heavy. That wasn't moving the plot along. Even
You okay there? Got to chew?
Sorry.
I'll continue. I feel like for me, the plot didn't really advance until like towards the end,
and that was my whole thing is
like the last 30 minutes.
I'm gonna throw Gavin under the bus here.
Okay.
We record at 8:00. He texts me at 6. Hey, I'm gonna be late for the podcast. I was like, okay, why? He said, I'm just starting the movie. And I know this movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes. I was like, okay, he's gonna be at least 20 minutes late if he watches the whole thing. He says, I'm gonna be late unless I like miss the last 20 minutes. And I told him, don't skip the end. Skip parts in the middle. And the reason I said that was because a lot of stuff in the middle I felt was just filler stuff. With the fight scenes, there wasn't huge plot development until when Joy first shows up.
Yeah.
And that whole fight scene happens. And then there's another big chunk of filler until Joy shows up again. It doesn't really progress the plot as much, which is, I feel like it was fun to watch, like all the filler stuff, like
As filler tends to be.
as filler tends to be. But
And the fight scenes really were cool. Like,
yeah,
as much as
and they were unique.
yeah, they were cool.
But that was one of my gripes about it. And another one of my personal criticisms, is it's the Tenet thing,
The Tenet thing.
Like-
oh, you haven't mentioned Tenet in
I
a
know.
while. Wow.
Tenet sucks, guys. So Tenet,
Oh, man.
Christopher Nolan did a thing in Tenet where he's like, let's make this as complicated and confusing as we can, because that's smart. It's not always that smart, all right? When you take a premise and you keep twisting it and turning it, trying to make it like super confusing for the audience, at some point it becomes borderline unenjoyable. I'm following this movie and be like, okay, they're jumping from another universe. Are they in that universe? Are they just taking their memories from that universe, the skills? Like, what is going on? Like, how does that work from jumping to these universes? And I still feel like there's a lot of inconsistencies in the movie. Like, in the beginning when you see Wayman doing whatever the heck he does, like in the elevator and all that stuff. And then later on when she's the actress, like moving around talking and stuff, and it's
What?
confusing seeing what's going on. What are the rules? Because, and I think when you come up with the concept like this, like in Tenet or in this movie, lay down the rules of the universe and then write the story within those rules and make it clear for the audience to follow along.
Well, I mean, maybe I didn't see it entirely, but I thought it was just you were just like while you were tapping into that alternate universe, you were more so just pulling the skills that they had. Mm-hmm. So when she was singing along and dancing, it was more so she was just doing the dance moves that she was currently doing in the other universe to aid her in that fight. Same with when she would jumped into the universe where she was a kung fu master. That's what I got out of that.
That doesn't make any sense to.
Well, I thought they
Well,
explained
that sentence doesn't make any sense. I'm not saying your explanation doesn't make any sense. Does that make sense?
I'm lost.
Well, like with Wayman, he's in the chair the entire time in that van.
Yeah.
He's in the chair the entire time. He's still able to move around. With Evelyn, it's like, oh, she's moving around in this universe, and then the opera singer is like moving around and freaking out in that universe, and it's just.
Well, they did say she was unique.
That's
sense
that's their thing, the uniqueness.
Cop out.
Cop out. All right, so
Lazy writing.
anyways, that's just one of my. See, we're talking about it, and to think of like, it does get convoluted. It does get.
I have always been
That's one of my criticisms of it.
I have been a hater of the quote unquote the chosen one.
The chosen one.
Unless there's like if there's good reason behind it. If it's like if the chosen one still has to practice and train their ass off, cool. But if they just pick it up and are just, oh my god, better than everybody else, not cool.
Hence the chosen.
However, I will say she struggled a lot until the end of the movie where she was able to actually do it.
Okay. But overall, I think I would watch this again because of all that was in it. And let me watch it with knowing what to expect and try to comprehend it better than the first time. And it was really fun to watch too. There's a lot of funny sequences that I think you would enjoy. Like, I really enjoyed the whole freaking hot dog for fingers.
That was mildly uncomfortable.
That was so dumb. And then she was in a relationship with Jamie Lee Curtis for some reason.
And then they were just sticking each other's hot dog fingers in their mouths, and that was just...
What the
It was
hell?
just...
I was just like, huh?
It was dumb. It wasn't necessary for the movie, but it was fun to watch.
Yes.
You know? But that is my take on it. Gavin, what would you rate this movie?
From what I did the sheet, I gave it an 84%.
84%.
Pretty high.
Certified fresh.
Pretty high.
That certified fresh?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Isn't it
Did
like
you
anything
not
over
think it
60?
was? I think it is everything over 60.
Brett, is this fresh or not? Put
Leave in the
down below.
comment.
For me, like I said last week, I am going to be more strict with
76.
my gradings. 72%.
Oh.
72.
So I'm going to give it a 72%. I still enjoyed it. I probably am going to watch it again. I don't know when, but I will. And I'll let you know what I think. You know what I need to watch again? I need to watch Tenet again.
Do you?
You know, I've only seen it once.
Never seen it.
You shouldn't. It sucks.
Oh, okay.
It's awful. This has been your weekly reminder that Tenet sucks.
Sounds good. Thanks, bud.
But yeah, so with that being said, let's get into the static.
Wait, next week.
Oh, okay. Next week. Next week we're watching a movie as well, and
What movie is that?
the movie is
Ethan?
called Collateral. It's a 2004 film with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx and Mark Ruffalo and Jada Pinkett Smith
So what, you have Ethan Hawke and Django?
and Jason Statham and Javier Bardem.
That's a cast right
That's
there.
a pretty good
Gosh,
cast.
dang.
In 2004, it was directed by Michael Mann. I always forget that. Joe always reminds me. I always forget that.
What movies did he do again? I know them because Joe reminds me that I know the movies, but I always forget.
Me too. That, you know, we're in the
He
same,
goes, you just named that movie. And I was like, oh, he directed that? And he goes, yes.
we're in the same boat. He did Miami Vice.
Yep. There you
He
go.
did Manhunter.
Yep.
He was a producer on The Last of the Mohicans. I didn't know that.
Yep, he did that one. I could have sworn he did another Tom Cruise movie.
I'm
Is that
checking,
Manhunter?
Gavin.
Is that
Gosh,
Manhunter?
it's really not that hard to
Was
navigate.
Manhunter not Tom Cruise?
I don't know. I don't think so. He was a producer on Hancock. That's cool.
That was pretty good.
Smith.
I'm going to go director. All right. As a director, he directed some movies.
Really?
He directed Heat. I forget about that.
He did
one.
Heat
That's
too.
one that I forget
Okay, gosh. What's his name again?
I really Michael Mann.
I'm
Already
sorry,
forgot
Michael
his
Mann. I won't forget. I totally will.
That's the one that I always forget is that he directed Heat. Because if I look at Heat and I look at Miami Vice side by side, Heat's, I think, is the better movie.
Statistically, I'd have to go along with you on that.
And Miami Vice is not as good. I mean, I feel like it's a guilty pleasure movie to watch. So that's
That's where you'll leave
that's why when I said, "Oh, Michael Mann, he did Miami Vice, he did this." Oh, he did Heat? Like, it seems out of place. But we'll watch Collateral and see where that falls on the list. And let me read the synopsis real quick of Collateral. It came out February. Oh no, that's Michael Mann's birthday. My bad. It came out August 6th,
It came out
2004. After a long day, LA taxi driver Max is about to knock off when sharp-suited Vincent offers him $600 to make 5 stops. That's a weird way to start it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Knock off?
Sounds good until Vincent turns out to be a merciless hitman, and each one of those stops involves a hit. As the night goes on, Max starts to wonder if he'll live to see the sunrise as the pair are hunted by the police and the FBI. That actually sounds pretty cool.
It's actually, not bad.
Sounds like a pretty good concept. I'm excited to watch that.
different one for sure.
Yeah, and let's check the runtime.
Who recommended this one?
Joe, our friend Joe,
Nice.
and he's going to be on next week. So
Oh, nice.
that's the movie is
Joe
is
Manganiello.
2 hours. You know what it kind of reminds me of?
Nope.
Okay, we'll talk about it next week.
You can tell me
And
right
with that
now.
being said, let's get into the static.
Welcome to the static.
All right, and now that we're here in the static, we are going to talk about some things that we're going to talk about. First of all, I'm going to do a quick road rage segment.
Okay.
I don't have anything specific.
Yep.
But I hate bright headlights when they're right behind you and it's just boom in your face.
I understand why you have them, but they are kind of annoying and inconvenient for everyone else around you.
It's dangerous for everyone else around you. When I'm blind,
But it's safe for you.
yeah. But if I don't want to get into it.
Okay. Well, you kind of you brought it up.
I finally got my new car,
Congrats.
so
I
that's
seen it
been
outside.
good.
Pretty nice.
I've already almost been in 3 car accidents,
Are you serious?
but that's like an everyday drive for me, so it's fine.
You're that bad?
No, I'm not that bad. I'm just that everyone else is that bad.
What's your commute to work?
My commute
How
to work.
long? How long?
My commute to work on a good day is 25 minutes.
From where you live right now?
Yeah. Sometimes I have to take a detour because I have to go to Tempe and then back up. So it could be up to 35, 40 minutes.
I just don't know about getting into that many accidents a day or getting that close.
That was an exaggeration, but I think I can say I probably get an almost one every 3 days. But like
I didn't know you were exaggerating. You said it really.
yeah.
And you stared at me and
Well, like it's just people who don't use their blinkers too.
Oh
I
my
hate when
gosh.
people don't use their blinkers.
me too.
Um,
It saves everybody else time.
Exactly. And that's usually the case is when someone uses their blinker or doesn't use their blinker and they move. I'm like, dude,
How am I supposed to know what you're gonna do?
exactly.
Douche.
Whatever. But yeah, that's the quick road rage segment. Let's get into some stories. Paul, you got a story to share for the rest of the cast?
I do. I actually have a question for you guys though to start this off.
Oh, that's new.
Question?
Yeah. You guys go swimming. I know Ethan goes swimming once every blue moon.
I haven't gone swimming since like sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, once every blue
I
moon.
like swimming.
You like swimming. Cool. Okay.
I hate the feeling of chlorine on my body.
I get that actually.
I don't. I don't feel the chlorine.
I feel like it's a mixture with like sunscreen and the chlorine. Anyways, so you guys wear swim trunks, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, when you wear swim trunks, I guess I'm talking to Gavin now. Are you just like?
Do I wear underwear with swim trunks?
Thank you. Yes.
Yes, I do.
You
'cause
do?
Otherwise, it chafes.
I do as well.
You guys always did that?
I have. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Really?
Maybe when I was like 6 or 7, I didn't, but ever since I was aware of my own actions, yeah, I always wore underwear.
Bro,
Where am
I
I?
just started doing this like 2 years ago. I've been freeballing it and just using the mesh.
You know it's painful. For me, at least. I don't know why.
I mean, I was good. Well, anyways, that brings me into like my story, kind of, right? So, I was like probably 18, 19, don't really matter. But I would wear my trunks like that. I'd be free balling underneath.
Balling it.
And so one day we go to the lake and we're doing our friend's buddy has this boat Stop doing that, Ethan.
Oh, sorry. What did I do?
It's distracting me. So he has a boat, right? And he has some inner tubes. Have you guys ever been tubing like that? Like when you get pulled on a boat?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's pretty awesome, right?
I've never been.
I got flung off of one once.
Yeah, it's fun.
I've seen pictures.
Yeah, cool. Anyways, so we're on this thing. This is like my first time ever doing it on a boat. Like we're hauling.
Sure it is.
And shut up. And so he has two at the same time. So it's like me and my buddy. And one of the floats is like a pancake. So you just kind of hold on to it. You put your knees on it, whatever. And you're just kind of laying flat on it and go on a ride. The other one's like a saucer. So it's like a donut and there's like a little thing in the middle and you can like sit in it. And so that one's scary in a sense because like if you flip, like you're just kind of stationary. You know what I mean?
That one's scary.
So we're going like all day. It's fun. I'm trying them both out. And it's towards the end of the day. And we're going up on the last rides. And so I picked the pancake. I like that one. That one's fun. And my buddy gets into the little saucer next to me, and we have our life jackets on and everything. And like I'm having a great time. So he's hauling. I think I'd say like 35. I don't know how fast we're going. We're going fast. So I'm on this thing. I'm hanging on with both hands, and for some reason I'm like I'm just gonna like lay straight and just let myself flap. You know, so I'm just like pop, pop, just like hitting the waves. It's just like my legs. So we're going and we're hauling.
I know where this is going. Okay, go ahead.
Not a good idea, it sounds like.
And so and I'm just having a blast, you know, like best day ever. And then all of a sudden it feels like someone just like grabbed my shorts and said, "Boom."
Oh, no.
And so it takes me a minute to realize this, right? So I'm still flapping. I'm like, wait a second. Wait just a doggone
That breeze
second.
feels nice. Wait a second.
So it's like, 5 seconds. I'm like,
Stones are skipping on the water.
I'm like,
Ow.
I'm really smacking the water now. So I'm like, whoa. And I let go.
Yeah, that's probably what I would have done too.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then my buddy who's like next to me is like, what's going on? And it's funny because it's just his chest and head because he's in the saucer.
Yeah.
He's like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm just panicking looking for these trunks. And then I see them and they're just sinking. And I'm like, oh.
Dive after them.
It's like a movie scene, right? No, so I dive after them. But so keep in mind, at this time, I'm just butt naked. And I have a life jacket on. So when I go down, the life jacket did its job and did not let me go down there. So the dude's like looking. He's like, oh, they're right there. He points. And I dive head first, obviously. And it's just straight cheeks in the air. Like I don't know what he saw, but I know we got closer that day. And I'm swimming. And it's like a movie scene where like they're just slowly floating down. And like the last bit of effort, I grab them. So I put them back on.
Why did you take your life jacket off?
Wasn't enough time,
It
Gavin.
wasn't enough time, Gavin. No, not at all. And
Isn't it just like a clip?
no, it was like 3 clips. And then I had to take it like, no, Gavin.
Gavin, you're dumb.
Gavin, it worked. Whatever I did worked.
I feel like you could have taken it off.
So
for
here's
like maybe 5
the
seconds.
next part that sucks is like I dive down and I grab them, then I put them on. I'm like, wait,
Uh-oh.
These aren't mine.
why is this? why am I still naked? So I'm moving them around like, what the heck? Then I hold them up and they're just completely ripped.
Oh.
And then so it's me, my buddy who's in the saucer, and then it's the guy's dad, and then our friend, like his son, and then his girlfriend. They're on the boat, and so like, they start like turning around, coming to us, and I'm like, wait, you guys can't get any closer because I'm still floating, and it's Lake Pleasant, you can just see everything. And luckily, my buddy had 2 pairs of basketball shorts on, and he threw me a pair. And
It's a real one right there.
that was the rest of the day.
2 pairs on?
Yeah, that's what I said.
But
but thanks.
Yeah, lucky for you.
But yeah, man, I was just having so much fun, just flopping. I thought it was like funny to me too, like I had like a dolphin. and then, but man, when I came back up though, after I grabbed him, my friend who was in the saucer was just dying laughing because,
I would be too.
like I said, he just saw. I don't know what he saw, but he saw a lot. Just straight white ass.
So the next time I go tubing or anything like that, I now know to bring a second pair just in case.
Yeah, or wear boxers. You should be fine.
The way that's funny.
I thought about that randomly like yesterday.
Yeah. I appreciate you sharing it with us.
Yeah, thanks. Or you're welcome.
Yes, that is a good response. What about you, Gavin? You got any fun stories to share with the group?
That's your time.
Not one that's gonna top that one.
Nothing can top that.
Can't
That sounds
think.
good.
And I was
can't
sober,
really
man. I was
think
only
of
like
anything.
19.
This happened years ago?
Oh yeah.
I thought this was just something that just happened.
No, I wish.
Did I already tell the story about how I swam in the ocean?
King got destroyed, and then you want to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already said that one.
It's like right after
How I
you came
swam in the ocean.
back, all majestic about it.
I mean, the time I went tubing, I flew off the tube
Mm.
and legit like skidded across water. I didn't have a life jacket.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, I know how to swim, so
You
I
have
was
your chest.
fine.
You can just bounce it, bounce it, and float up to the top.
That's what he was using as a flotation device.
Everybody
David
else,
Hasselhoff in the SpongeBob movie.
everybody else got scared because they were like, "Oh my god!" We were in the middle of the deep. Like all you could see was just water. So
I would, yeah.
Yeah, you need a life jacket.
Seawater.
You
I
get
could
a
swim.
You can get a ticket.
I can swim.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, it's illegal. Did
It's
you
not an admission of guilt.
Did you know, like, if you're on a boat, say, like, all three of us are on a boat, and I have 2 life jackets, and, like, it's my boat, I'd get in trouble because there's not 3? Like, you have to have as many life jackets as there are people.
In the boat.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Like
in that case, this didn't happen. This was just a dream.
When I went last
My
time,
bad.
there was, like, 8 of us, and we didn't even go tubing at all, but, like, there had to be. They're underneath. I barely found that out.
You know what? Now that I think about it, maybe there was. We were next to the shore, so we weren't exactly super far out.
Either way.
Really?
Yeah, either ways.
Well, anyway, everybody started freaking out. I thought it was fun. Water was very cold. I didn't know that until I sunk deep into the water,
Wait.
and I was like,
What kind of tube was it? Was it like the pancake?
it was just like a raft type of thing. It was like the donut.
Oh, yeah.
Only
okay.
I was like laying on it as if it was a pancake.
I know what you're talking about. Okay. It has the hole in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then the people in Titanic, they weren't fucking kidding. That shit's cold.
A little different.
yeah, a little different.
People in Titanic.
Did I ever tell the story about how I had to go into my pool to film something? It was in
have
the
a
middle
pool?
of January. It's not my pool. It was my house
okay.
pool.
So you lied.
Huh?
You're already starting the story off with a lie.
So
I remember.
I had
telling me
to
that.
film something for a student film project that involved drowning, but I couldn't show anyone drowning, obviously. So I'm like, well, I put my phone into a plastic bag, and then I got myself into the pool because I'm like, it can't be that cold. This was in the middle of January.
Oh, my God.
I think it was like 9 p.m. at night. It was sprinkling, and it was windy, so it was literally the worst conditions possible. I want to say we pulled the little thermometer out of the ocean, out of the pool, and it was around like 40 degrees, probably colder,
Sounds about right.
and because it was like 45, 50 degrees
Not to
outside.
mention the wind hitting you,
Yeah.
too. Oh.
So I got in that water, and yeah, that was frightening how scary that was. I mean, it literally, everything that Jack Dawson says in that movie is truth.
Jack Dawson's.
Everything that Leonardo DiCaprio says is the truth. You just feel nothing but sharp daggers like stabbing you.
Yeah, it's like an ice bath at that point.
Yeah, and you can't breathe. I literally struggled. I was drowning. We didn't have to act anything anymore. I was drowning. I couldn't breathe.
I hope you aced that thing.
We did. I did.
Do you have the video still?
Yeah.
Let's put it on.
I'm not going to.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, and then I got out, and then, like, it was steaming off me. So,
Is your body heat?
yeah, that was, and I legit couldn't breathe, dude. It was scary.
Wow.
You get in that
Sounds like
water,
you're not strong enough.
you're like, like, you just can't breathe.
Paul could do it.
I could breathe, probably.
I want to try it again now that wintertime is coming around. I want to see if I can do it again.
Winter's coming.
But this time, like a full-on dive.
Swan dive.
Yep. Swim.
Okay.
Well, we'll try it. And
can
we'll put
record
it.
it.
We'll put it. Yeah.
We'll see if I could do better than the people in the Titanic did.
I think you can.
I don't think I can. I think the Atlantic
I don't think it's
waters-
that hard to do better than that.
Well, the Atlantic waters were
just gotta
below
get out.
freezing, weren't they?
Mm.
So I don't think I can.
How cold was it?
How cold was the water?
Well, there were some icebergs. There had to have been an iceberg. So
Yeah, they hit one.
yeah, supposedly. Conspiracy.
So, the temperature of the water. This is Celsius. Let me get it in Fahrenheit, guys.
Yeah, come on, we're in America.
Let's get it into World War winning metric,
Hurry up, Ethan.
IRS metric.
So,
Hurry up.
the water was 28 degrees Fahrenheit in.
We're almost there.
Titanic
So I was like,
People who watch Green Bay games in December are in worse
so like
conditions.
15, 20 degrees
But
colder.
it's water.
Yeah, it sucks.
I mean,
well,
we can recreate
the Celsius
this.
one's. The Celsius one looks scarier, so let's use Celsius.
Wait,
-2 Celsius.
How cold are like ice baths? People take those. Like,
Well, I feel like people that do take an ice, do they take it for as? I can't be that cold then. It
Some
can't be
people,
as
some
cold.
people do. Like, there's guys.
Yep. So the water is typically around 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit for an ice bath.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, compared to
Yeah.
20. Oh shit, never mind. Dang, that's.
I'm gonna have to recreate it. And then, how long were they in the water in the Titanic for?
Hours, if they survive that long.
So I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
do. So is that the challenge I have to do?
I don't think you have to do anything.
So I'll wear a life jacket and then go into my pool. What I'll do
We'll get you
is
like
then
a
I'll put
wooden
like
plank.
we'll go in there and then we'll put tons of ice blocks in there to make it even colder, and then I'll jump in there and see how long I go until I die.
With until you die.
Let's see if I can go at least
With
2
ice
hours.
baths, like when you ask how long to stay in an ice bath, they say do not exceed 15 minutes
Why not?
because you'll probably.
You could go into shock. I very much well could have gone it. You know what's funny is that my professor was like, "Yeah, it was so cool how you were able to do that. I'm glad you didn't actually jump in the water or have anyone else jump in the water." And I'm just like, And she goes, "Yeah, because that I would have to dock you for personal safety." And I was like, "Really?" And she goes, "Yeah, you can go into shock. You can have a heart attack from your body going from 90 degrees to like 30." And I was like, "Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, we have a heated pool, so I didn't have. Yeah, no." And she was like, "Okay, good."
That's a good save right there.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Okay, good thing we didn't."
Ice baths are good for you.
Because I wanted to brag, be like, "Yeah, I actually jumped in the pool." And good thing I didn't do that yet because I was getting ready to.
Yeah, stupid schools. Most of the people who fell into the water when the Titanic sank died within 30 minutes. So there's some debate over the cause of death. It's generally accepted now that hypothermia,
hypothermia, right?
wasn't a cause.
It wasn't.
But instead, most deaths were caused by cardiac arrest or other cold water shock-related issues. So the cold water shocked them, and they died in some way related to that.
Yeah, because I know people take ice baths, but for 30 minutes is...
Yeah.
There has to be like, do you just straight ice bath, or is it like over time the water gets colder?
For an ice bath?
Yeah.
I think it would get warmer due to your body heat.
Well, I meant like, do you just go straight into it, or is it like something that progressively gets colder?
Well,
as
Most
they
people
add
just
more?
go straight into
I've
it.
seen multiple ones, like the ones you just jump in and get out. Like it like shocks you. But then there's also the ones where you sit in like for injuries.
Yeah. Like the one that Kevin Hart does with like his interviews and
Yeah,
stuff.
those are just like
Yeah.
athletic ones. But there's also like glaciers and people jump in and like some weird people.
The thing is, I absolutely love the freezing cold, so I'm down to do it.
I mean, I would be down to try it. I was on my... Oh, you guys wouldn't know because Old Fashioned hasn't come out yet. But that was on one of my bucket lists.
Pending.
Because I saw something where like in Alaska, they jump in it in the water. And they have like people there though to pull you out. It's just this how you did it kind of a thing.
That's
It's like
probably
20
died.
it's like 20 degrees too. It's the same thing.
It's pretty cool. Gavin, you should do it.
I'd probably die
Gavin, let's do it.
in an instant.
Let's do it. You
It's
said
like a
you
line
the
of
cold.
people. Yeah.
I gotta practice. I
Practice.
gotta train first, then we can do it.
I would
You're the
just go
chosen
into
one.
it.
You can just do it.
Just go into it.
Let's see if I'm the main character.
Speaking of Gavin being the main character, he's going to fight something today.
Ooh.
So on Gavin versus Wild, we are going to discuss what he's going to fight because we don't have that. But he is going to be handcuffed behind his back.
Okay. Here's how we decide. Gavin, how flexible are you?
Moderate.
Is there any...
Moderately. Like an average.
Put your leg
flexibility.
behind your head right now.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
Oh, you can't. Whoa.
Whoa.
You are pretty flexible.
Now
I'd
put,
say-
put the other leg behind there too.
I'd say
Whoa. You
Average.
can do both.
average flexibility. Whatever an average person on the street could do.
So
is
what I'm getting
probably
at
what
is,
I
do you
could
think you can like get your handcuffs to be in the front? Like, you know, the leg thing?
If my life depended on it, I'm pretty sure I could.
Like sit down and like, that'd be hard.
I don't think.
Like I wouldn't care about tearing.
I don't
anything.
think he could.
You know, I know
No.
that's
It's
like,
a lot harder than it looks, and
I'm
just
tr-
because of his chest measurement and overarm measurement, it would be quite difficult
Yeah.
to do that.
Like I'm trying it right now and it's pretty hard. I don't think. Yeah. If I was a teenager again, definitely. But right now, no, I'm not as limber. You're screwed. Okay, so legs. How are your legs? Not as big as your chest. Okay. Well,
Just strong legs. One time we had to hog tie, or we didn't have to, but we did. Took 4 of us to take him down. So with just his legs, like his legs were able to hold himself up.
I only gave up because whoever the other person that was involved legit almost broke my fucking ankle.
Yep.
My ankle was twisted a whole like 180 degrees,
Oh.
and I was like, okay, I give up.
So we
Ankle's
brought
gonna
him
get
down,
snapped.
hog tied the guy. I got a picture. I'll throw it up on screen.
No,
Yeah,
you
do it.
don't.
Just kidding.
Please don't.
You can fight.
How did I fight?
I wanted to do a honey badger.
What? Can I have my normal hands for that?
I wanted to do a skunk.
No.
Does it have to have its spray? Can it get its spray removed?
No, it can spray.
Why?
That's just right. That's kind of funny.
Ugh.
Fun factuality I was looking up.
Oh yeah. What about a Komodo dragon?
Oh, yeah.
Those things are venomous.
Those things actually aren't venomous, but there's just so much bacteria in their mouth that if they bite you, like, you're screwed. There's no, like, anti-venom.
Brush your teeth. Damn.
How am I going to prevent this thing from biting me? I
Go
can't.
slay a dragon. Dang, that'd be kind of cool. Even if he's not handcuffed.
Dragon?
Not a dragon, but a freaking
Komodo dragon.
dragon.
Oh, come on. Like, unhandcuffed?
Yeah.
I can do that.
Oh, you think you can just take on a Komodo
You
dragon?
know how big they are? You know they have, like,
Yeah, but aren't they close to the ground considering where I am?
lizards?
Yeah.
Maybe, then he is handcuffed.
What? No.
How big is a Komodo dragon?
Freaking huge.
Pretty huge.
The males are up to 200 pounds,
These things are, I think,
and they're like
underestimating them.
8.5 feet long.
They're big lizards, dude.
how tall
that's
are
pretty
they?
easy. It's close to the ground.
Well, like off the ground, they're probably a foot tall.
They're kind of fast.
How
dude.
thick are their skulls, though? Like, if I stomped one on the head as hard as I could, would it survive?
Well, you have to understand, you just can't get bit, or you have to beat it before.
I'm going to get bit.
Or you have to. Okay, you have to kill it before you die.
I'm going to get bit. I got to cut off its head real quick and then take it to the hospital so they can identify it and then give me the proper anti-venom.
There's no
They
anti-venom.
can
It's
be
just bacteria.
10
in
to
its mouth.
13 miles per hour.
And
Is
we'll
how
have to
fast they-
amputate, but I live.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
10 to 13 miles per hour.
That's how fast they run?
Yeah.
I just fucking outrun that thing. Are you kidding me?
They're all fours.
How long can they run for that?
The average human running speed is 8 miles per hour.
What? Okay,
He's
like
thinking
top
he's
speed.
Tyreek Hill right now. 20 miles an hour.
Top speed is 8 miles an hour.
That's the average running speed.
No. I'm talking like sprint. Top speed.
How
But
fast?
you can't hold a
Tyreek
sprint that long.
How long can the Komodo dragon hold it?
As long as he wants.
We're the endurance machines.
That's true.
I could hold the sprint for a little.
With adrenaline, he can.
Even if I wasn't sprinting, I could sprint. I can run long faster than 8 miles per hour. Who the fuck is out here only running 8 miles per hour?
Well,
It's just the running. Usain Bolt
That's a little unfair.
is 27.5 miles per
Yeah,
hour.
that one's a little unfair of a comparison.
that's a cheetah though. He can only
How
hold
fast can the average human sprint?
Yes.
15 miles per
There
hour.
we go. 50. Oh, that's a little excessive. Maybe I could probably match 13.
He said, "Oh, that's a little excessive."
you can match the same as the dragon.
Yeah, I was gonna say 15. That might be a little too fast, but I could maybe do 50, or like 13.
Would he get a weapon?
How the fuck would I use it?
Use the weapon?
Yes, my hands are behind my back.
Oh, he's handcuffed still?
Yeah, I'm gonna make him handcuffed.
Damn, this is good. Would you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
a good
Damn,
fight.
So then it doesn't matter how fast I can run. If I can't use my arms, I'm slowed. I'm running like 5. You know what?
That's true,
I
too.
am running 5 miles an hour.
Well, you're not gonna run from it.
So here's the thing:
Fight this.
Komodo dragons can briefly reach speeds up to 10 to 13 miles per hour, but its hunting strategy is based on stealth and power.
That thing's not outpowering me. Sorry.
Is it not?
Oh, I like this, dude. He's underestimating a Komodo dragon. This is a good one.
I'd probably be a little afraid, if I'm being honest.
100%.
I think I would probably back up a little. He would have to make the first move. I'm not jumping on it.
You're gonna parry him.
So their bite force is up to 500 to 600 psi.
The human's like, what, 80?
Yeah, that'll hurt.
A human's bite force?
Yeah, that's like, what, 80? How much is like a pit bull?
Humans are 120.
How much is a pit bull?
That's a pretty big bite force.
Pit bulls are 250 to
Oh
3
my gosh! So it's like double a pit bull.
It's double a pit bull's bite.
That thing is taking off my leg.
Actually, yeah. Holy smokes!
I think, yeah. Well, does it do what a pit bull? Because a pit bull's bite force,
They lock their jaws.
they lock their jaws and then they
twist and turn.
they twist and they rip.
They do.
Would a Komodo dragon do that, or would it just?
Yeah,
bite
it
and
would try to
crush?
eat you.
Can I wear some like thick pants so I don't get like infection? It'll still crush my bone, but it won't break the skin.
It'll break your.
Will it?
They have sharp teeth, don't they?
Can I wear strong
Yeah.
leather boots?
These things are crazy, dude.
Strong leather boots. You can have.
I kind of
assless chaps.
I kind of want to
give them chaps.
not make you handcuffed.
I would love
That's
that.
what I was thinking.
All right, so you're not handcuffed, and you can have
He just wrestles that thing.
a rake.
A rake?
Yeah. Or a broom. You can have a broom.
I'll take the broom.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of rake we
I have a
talking
cool. I have a
about?
cool strap, but go ahead.
My only
That's
the
not for
only
me.
experience I have with rakes are
Nope,
like
you have a broom.
from my.
Nope, you have a broom.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. You have a broom.
It's a Harry Potter broom.
I only
so
ever
you can
have,
fly on it.
I can fly on it,
No, you can't fly on it. Shut up.
It's the Nimbus 2000.
You get a rocket launcher.
and I just hover
With
above.
no rockets.
I hover above like 70 yards up, and then I just drop.
You say yip yip, and it goes.
Let's see here. I have a broom.
You have a broom.
I just bonk it as
Yeah?
hard as I can.
okay.
Or what I could do is I wait for him to open his mouth and then I just shove the handle in there
Yeah.
and then just fuck up his
Make
insides.
him choke it on it. Yeah.
What if I just broke it off? Like I stick it in there and then use my foot and break it off.
Okay, I'm
And
glad.
then I use the other one and then I just stab the shit out of it.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because that would be my first thing is to break it off into sharp, like 2 sharp sticks.
Oh, it's a plastic one though.
Oh, in that case,
Doesn't matter.
yeah.
See, I want to look up stuff like, could you just beat the shit out of an animal like that?
100%.
But I don't want to be like flagged for that.
Well, if it's attacking you, what would you do?
beat the shit out of
If
an
I don't
animal.
have a weapon, I'm throwing hands. Hopefully, it's
Throwing hands.
Well, honestly, it's a little low to the ground, so I'm kicking it as hard as I
The
can.
way it bites you is it bites you and then it like drags like to get the bacteria into the wound.
So how strong is it though? Like we know the bite's there, but the pull.
Well, they're pretty big. I'm assuming it's strong. 200 pounds?
Well, because it also only kills like what, like small rodents.
No.
What does it kill?
Anything it wants.
Really?
It's the ultimate predator.
Not me though.
Yeah,
It's not kidding
that's,
me,
that's,
though.
that's what I like. This. I'm voting for Gavin. I was gonna vote for this.
It's kind of unfair. What the fuck is this bacteria bullshit?
I told you, dude.
not
A
fair at
Komodo
all.
dragon can swallow whole prey the size of a goat.
Dude.
Jeez.
These things are
It takes
massive.
15 to 20 minutes to do so. Sometimes a dragon will ram the carcass against a tree to help push it down its throat.
So how big is a
They're
goat?
savages, bro.
How big is a goat compared to me? I think a goat's pretty wide. Not gonna lie.
How big is a
Very stocky.
goat?
I would say what? Like,
A
big,
goat
4 feet.
is... I mean, it's giving me a range of 44 pounds to 310 pounds, so... But its height
Quite the range.
either
like,
way, if you're
at the
swallowing
shoulder
40
is 2 feet at the shoulder.
If you're swallowing 40 pounds of anything, that's
That's A
impressive.
full-grown goat is around like 200 pounds. Crazy.
So this thing could eat me
It could swallow you whole.
if
crazy.
I allowed it to.
It's just we just see
If you allowed it to.
it just
yep.
rams Gavin against a tree. Tries to get your chest. That's gonna be the hardest part, getting your chest.
It's not going to.
It's not going.
So what if I let it swallow me, right? And then I just like
From
pry
the
open.
inside?
Yeah, pry it open.
That's a
from the inside.
strat.
If I do Drax, no, I'm fucked at that point.
Well, I guess at that point it's like who dies first. You'll still win technically. It would be.
Yeah, you have a day once you get bit.
Oh, I do. Oh, it's easy.
But there's no.
Says a Komodo dragon's mouth is stewing with an estimated 60 different strains of bacteria that infect a prey after a bite.
But there's no anti, right?
Sepsis sets in within hours, and death usually occurs within a day, while the dragon's stalking the dying prey closely.
Yeah. So basically, it would die there, and then you'd die a day later, but you'd win for.
Now look up if
Have
you
that
can,
victory.
Look up if you can recover from a Komodo dragon bite.
I got all my information on Komodo dragons from Wild Boys. Do you remember that show?
What?
Wild Boys. It was Steve-O and
Jackass show? Yeah, okay,
Chris
I do remember
Pontius
Why do I faintly
and Johnny
remember
was
that?
there because they were like, "We're gonna go slay a dragon." They went to the Komodo Island. That's how I learned all
I was
this.
saying, why do I faintly remember?
They put a
that?
goat to a tree too, and they let them all like jump on it, and everyone was like, "Oh
that's
my god,
scary.
Yeah, you can survive it. You just have to get it treated quickly.
But
Oh,
like,
really? Oh,
you can
okay.
get it treated though. Like antibiotics, you don't have to like get an
A
amputated.
penicillin shot
amputated.
should be dude.
Wait, it has to be amputated.
Most of the time.
Is that what it says?
So you're just fucked.
Initial stabilization, followed by wound management, are the main components.
Because I remember them saying like, "There's no anti,
Yeah, but you can't just take
Like-
like some antibiotics.
like a
and stuff?
penicillin shot."
Yeah.
Right here
you
it
can't
says...
What? What bacteria is overpowered, dude? What the hell is this?
It's OP, bro.
Shit needs to be nerfed.
Their saliva is gross.
Got his leg
Shit needs to be nerfed.
gone. This guy's leg is gone. This guy's hand is
All
gone.
these survive.
So what if we do Komodo dragon, but it doesn't? It has pearly whites and a fresh mouth.
Oh, okay.
Chip Skylark.
You know, Gavin, this is a good fight. You know, I think this is your comeback moment, you know?
Didn't I just win last fight?
Yeah, but like...
But these are all like easy fights. You're
These
like
are all easy
Rocky,
fights.
like
Exactly.
your career's kind of going downhill. So they're giving you some like wash up boxers right now.
Yeah, but now you're taking on the top
But
dog.
now Tyson's coming into his prime, and
This is like the tiger in the beginning, you know? Like this is something we would do with the tiger. But we're not giving you any buff because I think this is a fair fight, just raw.
I thought I had a broom handle.
no, you had a broom.
You have a broom. You have a broom, yeah.
What kind of broom?
Wooden one. What about like the
Well, you said
like
plastic.
the big sweep ones?
That's what I'm saying. Is it like one of these, or is it just like a house broom?
It's a house broom.
House broom. And you said it's plastic or wooden?
Give him a wooden one.
I'm not going to say a wooden broom on the Instagram poll.
What picture are you going to show though?
I'll show like
Harry
a wooden
Potter.
broom
A wooden broom?
Nimbus
Okay.
2000.
with like the
Snap it in
yellow
half, nice.
yellow
There it
bristles.
is. Yeah, nice. Yeah, the yellow burst.
I think it's a fair fight.
Can I get a knife, but I don't get to use it on the boat on the dragon?
Can I?
I just take the thing off and then I sharpen it to a spear real quick as it just stalks me.
Now you can use a rock.
Do I have a sharp rock?
Can Komodo dragons climb trees?
Nope.
No.
I don't know.
What a loser.
You said it so confidently.
I don't
Then
think they can.
So then I just climb a tree and wait for it to die of starvation.
Can Komodo
but
dragons?
before you die.
Oh, funny that you say that. They can survive on as little as 12 meals a year.
You're going to be waiting there for a long time, dude.
Shit. Well, what kind of tree did I climb? Did I climb a fruit tree?
So their claws make them ideal climbers, but only when young. They become too heavy to climb trees as adults.
They get too fat. They can't climb.
How high can they jump?
They can fucking jump?
Oh, God.
I thought they were like lizards.
They are capable of running rapidly, diving, and... Oh, yeah, they can't jump.
Okay, I was
Say
like,
what?
damn. These things are OP for sure.
The shit?
Oh, diving up to 15 feet. Like, they can jump at you 15 feet, like, lateral.
They can dolphin dive like Cod, bro.
Oh my god.
15 feet?
Holy shit.
Dude, that's a long jump.
How fast can they jump though? Like,
Well, like 12 miles per hour, I guess,
Jesus
if they're running.
Christ.
How fast they're in slow motion diving at you?
that'd be terrifying, dude.
It's like on the moon.
What hunts these things? Is this an apex
Dude,
predator?
no, it's top of its food chain.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
god.
doesn't have any predators.
There's a reason why there's a Komodo island.
Apex versus apex.
They just shove them in an island like, you guys deal with yourselves.
Okay. I have a wooden broom. Yeah, I'm just breaking it in half and then stabbing the shit. How, like, what's the ideal way for killing a Komodo dragon?
Just to leave
without
it alone.
without a gun. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if I was barehanded, could I just punch
I
the
don't
fuck out of
think
it?
people like go out of their way for Komodo dragons.
Like, what if I grabbed
just
its
try to
head?
avoid them.
What if I just omnimanned it, where I just grabbed its head and just crushed it?
Okay.
How thick is their skull? I want
The
to know.
dragon's scales are like armor, so you won't hurt a Komodo by hitting or punching it.
Oh my gosh.
Instead, use a tree branch or a rock and hit its nostrils, eyes, or inside of the mouth.
Nice.
I am not going anywhere near the mouth.
If the dragon is not too big and it grabs a hold of you, you can try to open its mouth with your hands. If it's not too,
If it's not too big.
or give me the biggest bitch out there.
So if it locks on, I'm dead.
8.5 feet in its length.
And it's got scales?
yeah.
Dude,
Armor
what
skills.
the
Dude, these are
fuck?
OP.
Can I have a spear? I want a spear now.
No, you have a broomstick. You can turn.
Can
it
I
into
have a
spear.
sharp rock too? So I can at least tie the rock onto the broom handle.
No, because you're in the wild. You can get a rock if you find it.
Yeah, is that where it's going to be? Just wild?
You're in their territory.
Which is what, desert?
Komodo Island. Where do they live at? Where are they from?
I'm just gonna look up their habitat.
No, where are they from?
Am I thinking of a Gila monster? I think I'm thinking of a Gila monster.
Oh, yeah.
Gila monsters are venomous.
Komodo dragons live on only 5 islands in southeastern Indonesia.
Got a fly on you. I don't like it. It's still on you. I don't like it. It's on your shoulder.
These things are
you go.
big.
Yeah, so the islands are volcanic, rugged, and hilly,
They're dragons.
covered
bro.
with both forest and savanna grassland.
Can you stab a Komodo dragon?
They're dragons without wings. Actually, pretty cool. I think after tonight, Komodo dragons have like jumped up to my top 10 animals.
Dude, me
They're
too.
pretty cool.
Yeah, they're pretty badass.
So
They're pretty sick.
that's
They're
this,
tanks.
This one says, how easy would it be to pierce a Komodo dragon's skin? This one uses a knife, sword, arrow, but we're just going to assume it's like makeshift spear since
Bowie
I'm
knife.
breaking the broom in half.
Oh, yeah, I see.
It says not that hard, not even that hard to pierce his heart. However, reptiles don't die like mammals do. He would have quite some time, even if you shot him in the heart with a 30. He would still,
Dude, these things are so top five.
He would still take several minutes of consciousness before he even passed out. In that time, the Komodo dragon would likely see if it could pierce your skin. Fair is fair, you know. The funny thing about a Komodo dragon's saliva is that it is putrid, rotting stench. Blah 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 blah. We already know all this stuff. So the question is not whether or not you could pierce a Komodo dragon's skin. The question is whether or not you should pierce a Komodo dragon's skin. I would, and then he just says I would stay away from these.
Well, good thing you're not staying away from them.
Let's go.
So I mean, from what it sounds like, I can, but it's also it's a reptile.
Yeah.
So
cold blooded. It's cold.
bleed out is probably going to be.
Do we want to give him a better weapon than a broom?
I mean, we're
Give me a sword.
yeah. These Komodo dragons are pretty buffed already.
Yeah.
What about a baby?
What about
Komodo
like
dragon?
a little spear?
Can I have an iron fist?
Let me just look up types of blades, ones you haven't had before. Gotta take my melatonin. Types.
I knew these things were OP, but like, damn, these things are super OP.
What if I have a mace?
What if I give you a pirate hook?
No.
I'll give you a pocket knife.
What if I just had a spear?
If I give you a pocket knife?
What kind of pocket knife?
What about a Swiss Army knife?
What if I give you...
What about a Bowie knife? I'll take a Bowie knife.
Bowie knife would be pretty cool.
No, you already had a Bowie knife before.
What about a pitchfork? I already had the pitchfork.
I think that like a pirate hook could be kind of cool.
What about a flintlock pistol?
Oh. No.
No. I haven't had a rocket launcher
What about
yet.
those like Egyptian like sword thingies?
The Kopesh?
Is that what it's called?
The curved?
Yeah.
What if I give you a butcher knife?
So like the square thing?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that.
All right.
Oh, it's kind of like a cleaver.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cleaver.
Cool.
So
That's
worst comes
pretty cool.
to worst, then what I do is I bait. He bites my arm,
Yeah.
and then I
Yep.
just chop his head off.
And then chop your arm off right after it's done.
I can't do that because then I'll get an infection on the stump, and then I have to amputate above the elbow. At least this way I could save below the elbow.
Okay, I like the strat.
Either that
I think
or-
Gavin's,
If I really wanted
Team
to,
player.
what if I like left my hand like that? It bites my hand, and I just reach down and then just grab onto something, and then just pull it out.
Gavin, you can do anything you want.
This is very grotesque. I
Yeah.
don't want to kill a Komodo dragon.
It's going to kill you then.
Okay, well, I mean, if it's me or him, I gotta have to kill
It's gonna swallow you.
It's
fucking good.
It's going to hold your dead carcass in its mouth
It's like a hide a
and
body.
slam it against a tree so it can swallow
It disrespects. It's basically teabagging you.
you. It's,
So could you hide a body by just feeding it to Komodo dragons like
I'm
that?
sure you can.
Wow, that's
In Minecraft, right? They're in Minecraft, right? Komodo dragons are in Minecraft.
What's it called? I've been in my Italian mafia class. We've been going over a lot of ways bodies have been found and how they've been disposed.
Pigs.
Huh?
Never mind. All right, so that'll do, pig. Cool. So be sure to vote on our Instagram at OEF White Noise. Who you think wins this Gavin versus Wild? Gavin with a cleaver versus a Komodo dragon.
pretty good.
That's great.
Pretty good for on the spot.
It's one of my favorite Gavin versus Wilds
Mine too.
because I think you can do it.
I like how confident he was. Originally, he was
know.
going to fight it with his hands tied behind his back.
Yeah.
Now looking at what I
But
have,
then looking at all these features of a Komodo dragon, I'm like, damn.
It's an Apache helicopter.
It's like, even if you shoot it with a 30, it won't die. It's like, gosh, dang.
it's still got like 15 minutes of consciousness to kill you.
I think it was if you pierced its heart. If I imagine if it was a headshot, right?
I don't know.
All right, cool. So that's the Gavin versus Wild. Be sure to vote on our Instagram Friday mornings, Friday afternoons.
Good luck, Gavin. That was pretty good. Gavin kind of swayed me.
He swayed me too.
I think I'm going to vote for him.
Let's get to the polyfactuality.
Oh, cool. Okay. I have it right here. Just give me 1 second.
All right. And
Okay, I'm ready.
okay.
All right. So, did you guys obviously know, right? Like how horses and cows sleep. Mm-hmm. How then? How do they sleep?
Standing up.
Yeah. Did you know
Yes.
that they can experience REM sleep and dreaming, but only when they're laying down?
Only when they're laying down.
Yeah, that's the only way they can ever
Oh, okay.
experience
That's interesting.
rapid eye movement. Which I guess makes sense because they'll be more comfortable.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I didn't know that they could dream.
Well,
I just thought they always stood.
that's your fact of the week.
Yeah.
Horses and cows, they can dream if they're laying down.
So you tip them over. Helps
So I
them
just thought I wanted to point. I looked up biggest reptiles, and Komodo dragons are ranked number 4, behind the saltwater crocodile.
out. Oh, wow. Yeah, I can see that.
That's fucking huge.
What's number 1?
The saltwater crocodile.
What's 2 and 3 then?
You have the python,
Oh, yeah.
and then the
Cheater.
reticulated python, and then the leatherback sea turtle.
Dude, I would feel
Sea
more
turtle that big?
I would feel more comfortable fighting a crocodile than a Komodo dragon
Me
based
too.
off reading everything.
100%.
I don't know, because crocodile drowns me. I don't know if I could swim that well.
You said you can swim earlier.
Yeah,
You
but
did.
Yeah, but they like dead. I
You
meant
did have a life jacket.
I meant like being like death
Okay,
roll
you versus the
underwater.
crocodile, but you have a life vest.
Don't they have the largest bite force on the planet?
I think so.
No, I do.
Let me look that up. That's a good.
And those tear. They don't just try to like kill you by bacteria. Those will just straight rip the limb off right there.
Dude, reptiles are crazy.
And that one I know I wouldn't be able to pierce. Like you could give me a fucking
Saltwater
spear.
crocodiles have the largest.
Hey, can I make a recommendation for Gavin vs. Wild next week?
Hell no.
3,700.
Can I make?
The Komodo dragon had 5.
Can I make
Yeah.
one? Can I-
You will, but we're not going to spoil it. But you can text me and we'll use it.
Cool. I'll text you right now.
What? I want to know.
No.
Cool. So yeah, Gavin, you're taking on a Komodo dragon. That's the factuality. Song of the week.
REM sleep.
song of the week.
That's a good one. Dang.
That is a good song.
Oh no, I was saying what
was
my
just-
animal I picked.
So this song got into my head last night, and I know it from the show Scrubs. And it's been stuck in my head all day. So I Will Follow You Into the Dark by Death Cab for Cutie.
Sounds like a cyberpunk
That's
song.
an interesting band name.
It is an interesting band name, but it's a pretty good song. So there's that. Anything else you guys would like to add? Anything you want to shout out, Paul? You want to shout anything out?
Shout out Old Fashioned Pod.
Shout out Old Fashioned.
Shout out to Old Fashioned Pod coming to you soon.
Got a new follower on TikTok.
Let's go.
Shout out Yankees playoff baseball.
Let's go.
Let's
Shout
go.
out Gavin.
Shout out Gavin.
Halfway through the semester. Let's go.
Tired.
I'm tired.
Shout out you for your new car. Congrats.
I got a new car.
Hey, you did get a new car. What's
pretty
your license
nice.
plate?
I don't know yet.
That flies on your hair now.
I know.
There you go.
But yeah. So that's
go.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so that's today's show. See you guys later. Comments? Oh, yeah, comments.
Oh wow.
We did the song of the week, but we forgot the comments.
It's okay. No one comments.
What did you say to me?
Just kidding.
Probably not. Let's check.
No, Brett. I have faith in Brett. Brett never fails. Shout out Brett.
Except this time. Yeah, no one left a comment last week. So you guys are all dead to me. Everyone's banned from the show. Leave a comment and I will read it. I want to read it.
Anything. He'll read anything.
We have hundreds of thousands of subscribers and people are leaving like hundreds of comments, and you leave a comment like, oh, I hope they read it. Well, this is your chance because, you know, you're helping us do this.
You
but
might not
whatever.
get this chance again.
Exactly.
Opportunity.
Gavin, you got anything to say?
No.
He's just staring into nothingness. I love it. He's tuned out.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Appreciate you for joining us on this episode of The White Noise. And right now we have to go do things to Gavin.
Hold on. No.
No, that's what we have to do. Go.
No.